Most people build their gun collection backward. They chase trends, buy whatever looks cool, or panic shopping when shelves empty. But when systems fail, ammo gets scarce, and maintenance turns into survival work. Only a handful of platforms actually keep working. Simple, common caliber, and proven in rough conditions. In this video, I'll walk you through 9 firearms that matter when durability, parts commonality, and ease of upkeep decide whether you eat, defend, or trade. I'll explain what each does best, where it fits into a practical kit, and how to think about ammo logistics without the hype. If one of these changes how you'd prepare, drop your pick below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Number 9. Ruger PC Carbine. Picture needing a defensive carbine that eats the same ammo your everyday carry uses. That's where the PC Carbine earns its place. It bridges the gap between pistol and rifle, giving you better accuracy and terminal performance than a handgun while keeping logistics simple. 1 caliber, 2 platforms. Typical retail prices vary by model, with Ruger's listed suggested retail ranging roughly from about $779 to $999, depending on configuration, while street market prices commonly sit in the roughly $500 to $700 range, and used examples often appear around $400 to $500. The Ruger PC Carbine ships with both Ruger and Glock magazine wells, accepts 10 to 33 round magazines, and runs on a straightforward blowback semi-automatic action. Its takedown feature is brilliant. Pull a lever, twist, and it splits into 2 pieces that fit in a compact bag, reassembling in about 15 seconds. Built around a 16.1 2-inch barrel and tipping the scales at 6.8 pounds unloaded, it's compact enough for close quarters yet capable at distance. What makes it a survival staple is commonality. 9mm is the most widespread centerfire pistol round in America, meaning magazines, parts, and ammunition are far easier to find when shelves thin out. The effective range stretches to 100 yards, which covers most defensive scenarios and handles small to medium game when needed. It's got a Picatinny rail for modern optics, suppressor-ready threading for users who follow local rules, and reliability that shows up in endurance testing. Consistent function through 1,000 plus. Number 8. Henry Big Boy X. Typical price. New Henry Big Boy X rifles generally retail in the mid to high 800s into the low thousands depending on finish and options. Used values often trade below that. The Big Boy X modernizes a century-old lever action while keeping the mechanical simplicity that made lever guns legendary. Chambered for .357 Magnum and compatible with .38 Special, it lets you build a 2-gun battery around a single ammo family. 1 stockpile feeding both your wheel gun and your carbine. The rifle comes with a 17.4-inch barrel, weighs about 7.3 pounds empty, and feeds 7 rounds of .357 or 9 rounds of .38 through a traditional side-loading gate. Henry's action is butter smooth and resists fouling without a gas system to clog. The synthetic stock and weather-resistant finishes shrug off humidity and rough field use better than classic walnut in many conditions. Fiber optic sight speed target acquisition, and modern M-lock slots on the forend let you add a light or sling without compromising the rifle's simple lines. What makes the Big Boy X survival-worthy isn't speed so much as enduring usefulness. It's quiet to shoot, compared with centerfire rifles. The cartridge versatility covers small game to ethical deer harvests inside typical woods ranges, and lever actions are eminently serviceable with basic tools and skills across generations. For a versatile woods rifle that doubles as a handy camp gun and pairs economically with a revolver, the Henry Big Boy X is a practical, low-complexity choice that ages well. Number 7. Ruger 1022 Takedown. Typical price? New 1022 Takedown models usually land in the roughly $350 to $500 range, with special editions and accessory bundles pushing the sticker higher, and used examples frequently undercutting that. The 1022 Takedown is one of those rare tools whose value is purely practical. Chambered in .22 long rifle, it offers extremely low cost per round, gentle recoil, and broad ammunition availability, which together make it ideal for marksmanship practice, small game harvesting, and long hours at the range where economy matters. The Takedown form factor gives you a compact storage and transport footprint without changing the rifle's core accuracy or handling characteristics. It's light at about 4.7 pounds unloaded, and the factory configuration usually features an 18.5-inch barrel and a 10-round rotary magazine, with a vast aftermarket offering larger capacity, upgraded triggers, optics, and stocks, so you can adapt the rifle to different non-technical roles. What elevates the 1022 beyond its parts list is ubiquity. Decades of production mean spare parts, magazines, and upgrade components are everywhere, and a huge community of owners, reviews, and accessories removes a lot of guesswork when maintaining a long-term kit. In preparedness terms, A22 platform multiplies training hours and feeding options, more rounds per pound, cheaper bricks of ammunition, quieter practice with standard velocity loads. And that math translates directly into real utility for families or groups balancing budget and readiness. For a low complexity, highly serviceable small game and trainer rifle, the Ruger 1022 Takedown remains one of the smartest, most practical choices available. Number 6, Smith & Wesson model 686 Plus. Typical price. New examples usually retail in the $800 to $1,100 range depending on barrel length and finish, while used models vary with condition. The 686 Plus is a stainless steel revolver built around the .357 Magnum, but it also runs .38 Special, which gives wider ammunition options and softer recoiling practice loads. It uses a 7-shot cylinder, adding 1 round over classic 6 guns, and the stainless finish helps resist moisture and wear in long-term storage or humid climates. Weighing about 38 ounces, it feels solid in the hand and keeps recoil manageable, even with heavier hunting or defensive cartridges. The appeal of the 686 Plus is mechanical simplicity. Revolvers don't rely on magazines, feed ramps, or pressure-specific cycling to stay functional, so they tend to tolerate mixed ammunition and long service lives without complicated upkeep. The action is smooth in both double and single action modes. The sights are adjustable, and the aftermarket offers grips, holsters, and sight options if users want upgrades. For defensive carry around the home or rural property, for a backup outdoors pistol, or for shooters who want something reliable across decades of use, the 686 Plus holds its place. It's not about capacity or electronics. It's about a proven steel frame, flexible ammunition choices, and a design that continues working when conditions are less than perfect. Number 5, Glock 19 Gen 5. Typical price. New pistols generally retail in the $500 to $700 range depending on configuration, with used examples often listed lower. The Glock 19 Gen 5 is a compact 9mm pistol widely adopted by law enforcement, military, and civilian owners, which creates a massive advantage in parts, magazines, holsters, and training resources. It uses a 4.2-inch barrel, a 15-round magazine in standard form, and a durable finish designed to hold up against sweat, rain, and regular carry. The frame removes finger grooves for a more universal fit. The slide features front serrations and a corrosion-resistant coating, and the trigger system remains consistent from shot to shot. The real strength of the Glock 19 isn't flash, it's standardization. Because millions are in circulation, replacement parts and reputable accessories are everywhere, and armorers and gunsmiths in most regions know the platform well. The pistol balances size and capacity, making it large enough for duty roles, yet compact enough for concealed carry, depending on laws and local requirements. For preparedness-minded owners who want something straightforward, widely supported, and easy to maintain conceptually, the Gen 5 remains one of the most practical 9mm handguns on the market. Remember that responsible storage, secure handling, and lawful ownership are essential, and minors should never handle firearms without qualified adult supervision and formal training. Number 4. Beretta 1301 Tactical. Typical price, new 1301. Tactical shotguns usually retail in the $900 to $1,300 range depending on sights, furniture, and finishes, while used examples vary with condition. The 1301 Tactical is a modern semi-automatic 12-gauge designed for fast cycling, manageable recoil, and simple long-term use. It generally features an 18.5-inch barrel, a lightweight aluminum receiver, and a tube that commonly carries 4 rounds plus 1. Unloaded weight comes in around 6 1/3 pounds, which keeps the gun responsive in tight spaces or uneven terrain. What defines the 1301 is its speed and adaptability. The gas system is engineered to run a wide range of common 12-gauge shells and reduce felt recoil, allowing quicker follow-up shots compared with many traditional designs. 12-gauge ammunition remains one of the most widely produced types in the country, offering birdshot, buckshot, and slugs that cover small game, medium game, and defensive needs, depending on local laws and intended use. The layout is kept clean and intuitive, with ghost ring sights on many models and room for accessories like lights, optics, upgraded stocks, or sling hardware. The aluminum receiver and synthetic furniture help resist weather and wear, which matters for long-term storage or use in humid climates. For owners who want a shotgun with broad ammunition, flexibility, and faster cycling than a pump action, the Beretta 1301 Tactical offers a well-balanced mix of lightweight, durability, and aftermarket support. It stays practical, widely compatible with commercial shells, and built for users who prioritize simple operation and proven components. Number 3. Mossberg 500. Typical price. New Mossberg 500 defensive models generally retail in the $300 to $500 range depending on barrel length and furniture, with used shotguns often available well below that. The Mossberg 500 is a pump-action 12-gauge with more than half a century of service in homes, law enforcement lockers, and hunting camps. It usually features an 18.5-inch barrel in defensive formats, a tube that carries 5 shells plus 1, and an unloaded weight near 7 pounds. The ambidextrous tang safety is a signature of the design, and the aluminum receiver keeps overall weight manageable while preserving durability. The Mossberg 500's appeal is rooted in simplicity and scale. Millions have been produced, which means magazines, barrels, stocks, and internal parts are widely available from countless sources. A large aftermarket of furniture and sighting options makes it easy to configure for different lawful uses, and many owners keep spare barrels so the same receiver can serve as a home defense shotgun, a field gun for upland birds, or a slug-ready deer setup. 12-gauge ammunition remains one of the most abundant and varied types on shelves across the country. So, finding birdshot for small game, buckshot for defensive roles, or slugs for medium game harvest is usually straightforward. Because it is a manually cycled pump platform, the Mossberg 500 does not depend on gas systems or springs tuned to a narrow range of loads. It remains tolerant of the light target shells often found in stores, and the heavier hunting loads commonly stocked during seasonal demand. For owners who want a low-cost, low-complexity shotgun that has decades of proof behind it and a huge ecosystem of parts, the Mossberg 500 is a practical workhorse that earns its reputation through reach, reliability, and availability. Number 2. Palmetto State Armory AK-47 Gen 5. Typical price. New PSA AK-47 Gen 5 rifles generally list in the roughly $700 to $1,100 range depending on furniture and market conditions. Used examples trade lower or higher by provenance. The AK-47 pattern is valued for simple, overbuilt mechanics and an ability to keep functioning when other platforms fail. Long stroke gas piston, generous clearances, and a history of hard use across climates and conflicts. Chambered in 7.6239mm, the cartridge benefits from massive global production and plentiful steel-cased options, which helps ammo availability during periods when more specialized calibers tighten up. The PSA Gen 5 aims to bring that classic reliability into a domestic-made package. Expect a robust stamped or forged receiver, a reinforced bolt and carrier, coatings that resist corrosion, and polymer furniture with M-Low key compatibility on many variants to accept lights or slings without altering the rifle's core character. Functionally, AK pattern rifles trade absolute match accuracy for mechanical tolerance. Looser head spacing and a forgiving feed geometry let them digest a wide spectrum of pressures and cartridge types, so they continue running through grit, sand, and neglect, where tighter running rifles often stumble. That pattern's logistic strengths are real in preparedness thinking. Magazines, parts, and surplus ammunition are widely produced around the world, creating a deep supply ecosystem independent of any single manufacturer. For users who prioritize resiliency, simple maintenance concepts, and a large existing ammo pool, a well-built AK like the PSA Gen 5 is a pragmatic option. It's not about sub-MOA groups at 200 yards, it's about a rifle that keeps working when conditions are at their worst. Number 1. Colt CR6920. Typical price, new Colt CR6920 and comparable M4, M16 pattern carbines usually list between about $900 and $500 depending on barrel, furniture, and spec. Used market values vary. The CR6920 represents the AR M4 family strengths, a government profile, a 16.1-inch barrel, direct impingement gas system, and the standard magazine interface that accepts widely produced Stanag-style magazines. Empty weight is roughly 6.9 pounds depending on configuration. Its real edge for preparedness is commonality. The AR ecosystem is vast. Bolts, springs, buffers, charging handles, magazines, optics, and conversion parts are made by dozens of vendors, and armorers and training courses are widespread. That means broken parts are often replaceable with drop-in spares, and a single lower can accept multiple uppers to change roll or caliber. Chambered for 5.56 by 45 NATO and compatible .223 commercial loads where appropriate. The cartridge benefits from massive production and deep supply channels. Performance balances controllable recoil, modular ergonomics, and effective engagement ranges for defense and appropriate medium game with correct ammunition. More than anything, the Colt CR6920's value is repairability and a parts pool measured in millions. Practical reasons it tops this list. Always follow local laws, store firearms securely, and seek formal instruction from qualified adults. Minors must not handle firearms except under supervised, certified training. When you strip away trends in marketing, the firearms that matter are the ones supported by deep parts pools, common ammunition, and designs proven across decades of use. The 9 choices on this list earn their spots through reliability, practicality, and the ability to stay relevant when supply lines tighten or maintenance gets difficult. Rifles, shotguns, and handguns each fill different roles, but the theme is the same. Simpler is stronger, and common calibers make life easier. If one model surprised you, or if you'd rank them differently, drop your pick below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.